Hi, my name is Goldman, and I'm an attorney with Goldman & Associates, and today I'd like to talk to you about domestic violence. More specifically, what you need to know about domestic violence. And the reason why I'm making this presentation is because there's a lot of people walking around without understanding exactly what happens when a domestic violence charge comes up. So I'll tell you the scenario. Two people are having a disagreement, they're husband and wife, maybe they don't get along so well. Maybe the way they express themselves is by yelling at each other and throwing pots and pans at each other. Who knows? Maybe that's what it is. But when you get a case that ends up involving the police, when you call the police on your spouse, claiming he or she is going to threaten me or is hitting me or did hit me, when you do that, they will likely come over to your house and charge someone with the misdemeanor charge of domestic violence. Now, what you need to know about that is the police, as an institution, they're not marriage counselors, okay? Their job, they're about crime and punishment. So once you set that in motion, it's very, very hard to stop. I can't tell you how many times people have called us up and they said, well, I called the police because I wanted my spouse to calm down or get counseling. I didn't realize that he or she was going to be put in jail. I didn't realize that the court was going to order that she not have any contact with me. Who's going to take care of the kids? I got to go to work tomorrow. People say that, and they're amazed that that's how it works. And I have to tell them that they have to understand it's not their case to start or stop. A domestic violence case, which is a crime, is the people in the state of Michigan versus that person. You're just a witness. So if you want your spouse to go to counseling, sit them down and say, you know what, we're having some issues. I recommend we go to counseling. The way to get them to counseling is not by calling the police and alleging something and expecting that they're going to bring him straight to a therapist. They're going to bring him straight to jail. That's what's going to happen. And then the court is going to order that he stay away from you. Why? For your protection. And if you say, well, it's not for my protection, I don't want it, one of two things is going to happen. Either they're going to think you're being forced to say that, or they're going to wonder why you caused a police response for some nothing of a case. This could get you in trouble. So what you need to know in terms of domestic violence is that the police, they're not your marriage counselors. They're not your boyfriends. They're not your girlfriends. They're not about trying to help you solve your problems. They're about protecting and serving. And when they comes to domestic violence, the way they protect you is by getting rid of the toxic, negative, abusive influence in your household. That may involve putting your wife in jail. That may involve putting your husband, if not in jail, they may issue an order that says he can't contact you anymore until the case is resolved. You need to realize once you set that in motion, it's very, very hard to stop it. If you have any questions about that, call somebody who does this for a living, call a bona fide expert, and we'll be glad to help you out.